Right, 1173, good luck. So that's a bit of a rating gap, trusting that the rating is accurate. 6,500 games. Wow, that's a lot of rapid chess. I've done just a little over 800 now. Yeah, 817. Okay, goes this modern line with the Reti E3 and then C4 ideas, goes D4. I'm just going to get my bishop up and just aim to castle and play a normal D4 game. Okay, I've got a choice here. I'm going to come back this way, see if he plays G4. Okay, so he's not started the game like an 1100 level player, but we'll assess it as we do with all the games after the event. So bishop up, now I can't play him because it would blunder the knight here. I could just attack the bishop. So he played the opening very, very well, very well. Now, here, is that a mistake? Takes, queen up. What do you do then? You've got to get your bishop back, I guess, and we get a pawn. But then you block. Our queen is actually trapped, is it? Because we can't take this pawn and we can't escape. So you're actually fine. But we do have knight up here. So bishop up first. Take, queen takes. Then queen up. And you can drop back. You're still actually fine, aren't you? So what about bishop in? Actually, what about this to do this? Yeah, let's play this. I'm going to give my opponent a chance, I hope, to go wrong by threatening this and this. Otherwise, I'll just aim to castle. I don't think there was actually a forcing line there. I didn't see it to win material. I thought after the trades and the bishop back, like I said, my queen was probably getting trapped if I tried to grab the pawn. If I wasn't getting the pawn, no point really doing it. Knight up could be a move, but once the bishop's here, the knight can simply take it. So take, knight in. It's very balanced, very balanced. Bishop up could be a move as well. Oh, he's pushed forward. Okay, so it does actually, he's done it right there. It gives him space to drop back. So take here though. It puts a clamp on the position. I quite like the look of that, so I'm going to play that. Might be a mistake, but it's more awkward to push the pawn forward. So I'll just drive the bishop back and castle. I mean, I've got knight up as well, I guess, but I'm just going to castle for now and see what white does. Yeah, he's played the opening very, very well indeed, you know, significantly better than the rating, but let's hope the rest of the game is normal. So he's attacking the pawn, but it's guard. Is he attacking the bishop? So I need to try and get the bishop out of there. So I'm going to drop the knight back to hit the knight. So if he takes now, he's got one chance to take it, or he doesn't get a chance to, because I'll just take the knight. And this is guarded, so he does take. So in principle, you should take this way, but I've got to still consider the f-pawn to open the file up. And because he hasn't castled, this could come down the board. So I'm actually looking at this because I've kind of put a clamp on the center here. So I'm going to risk it and go with the f-pawn and open the rook file up. Normally I wouldn't do that. I'm trusting that I've put enough of a clamp on the pawn pushes to keep the bishop boxed in. The queen's come forward. So I guess here I can simply come up and attack the pawn, and if you castle I hit this pawn. So what's he looking at there? He must be wanting to go queen side. So I'm going to come up immediately and create the attack. He might have to sack a pawn here to try and just create some sort of imbalance at some point. And then of course I could try and push my e-pawn to activate my knight. If he takes, this is still clamped. He's got this anyway though. This, if he pushes here, I can't then take back because I've gone forward. So what about knight up instead and then come in? That looks nice actually. Knight up and knight in first to stop the pawn push, to hit this pawn and get my other knight up. So he's gone for that. See, he's seen the concept that he has to sack a pawn. So this is somebody playing significantly better than an 1100. I'm not playing an 1100 level player here, I don't think. Maybe I'm not. Maybe he's just playing a really good game for his level. Maybe he is. Maybe he's just actually gone wrong. He's seen the concepts, but he's allowed the rook to crash through now. So I think he's gone wrong. So here we just take, right? If he has to move, yeah, it's over, I think. I think he's just gone wrong there. He's played it tremendously well. But he's just made a few quick moves. He's up a minute on the clock, but he's made some quick moves. And now the position collapses. The queen can't safely run away here. If you go here, I can still go here, and it's going to be checkmate anywhere. The position has just collapsed out of nothing, but he's played it tremendously, the opening. Okay, so we just take here. Now, is there a checkmate here? That's just checkmate. Is it the king can't move? Just take the time to double check, but that's a really tremendous effort by my opponent, considering the rating gap as well, and trusting that my opponent's rating is accurate. Tremendous. So let's just see what it was in engine speak. We have 22 moves. They're the move times for both players. So let's see what it was in engine language. But yeah, that was a tremendous effort by my opponent there. So he played 94% versus 82% accuracy. CPL 20 and 63. So out of the opening, we start to gain an advantage after move 6, but only slowly, and then from move 8. We see it's come back a little bit by move 15. So let's just have a quick look. He's played this really, really well out of the opening. Got a very good position here. So engine's saying drop your bishop back to d3 instead of going to a4. So did we play this correctly? It's not flagged anything here. So I should have played my knight forward here instead of coming back to challenge the knight. I should have gone forward. I'm just a bit more concerned, of course, about the pawn pushing down. I guess I've still got f6 to come though. So knight forward was the move, getting a tempo, I imagine, just simply attacking the pawn. And then we can still throw in f6, so I shouldn't have played knight here. So that's when it came back to 1.3, and then we suddenly build it back out again now for the rest of the game. So that's a blunder. I should have castled there. And then it just basically comes down to him moving a little bit too quickly here. He's seen the right concept to sack a pawn to create space for the bishop to come up. Then he's just moved too quickly here, just 3 seconds, and missed the fact that the rook can come crashing through, and then it's just game over there. Yeah, so the engine's saying here, bishop takes, take with check, takes, take back the bishop, but you know, there's too much material gone there, but that's the only way to survive, and that's just a checkmate in 2. But for our opponent, considering the rating gap there, trusting that the ratings are accurate, of course, then that's a really, really good effort there, isn't it? It's just a few little mistakes and it's cost the game, but well done.